All right, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's get into it. Let's get into the sauce. All right, every single one of you, without exception, I'm going to be that bold in my statement here. Um, has said uh, either has a shirt, hat, or a tattoo that says "clean hands" or "dirty hands, clean money," or "you pay me for my experience, not my time." You shouted from the rooftops. You repeated endlessly. We all have spoken, and that, like I said, me included, we've all spoken of the shortages in the trade, how good the trade is, how much money you can make in the trade, how many opportunities are in the trade. Get out there and grind it. Blah 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 blah. I work harder than an ugly stripper. We all make it rain. We all make it rain. So we say. The irony or the hypocrisy, whichever adjective you want to use, is fascinating to me when I see some of these influencers that are out and about and at events that run that you know that have run GoFundMe pages. It's fascinating to me that is a thing. That you say that on one hand, on the other, you're begging for money. I am not oblivious to the vicissitudes of life. I am deeply immersed in the problems and the, uh, finding the solutions to life's problems. In fact, as recently as November, I had filed a lien 7 or 8 years ago now. Perfectly legal, did everything exactly by the book, exactly how you're supposed to do it. And these general contractors' lawyers fought it and blocked it the whole way. And because there's so much bullshit happening down at the courthouse in this province, and I suspect everywhere else in the world, the courts decided that if you don't have what's called an actionable item within 2 years, they're just going to take your case and throw it out. And an actionable item is like, you have a set up a discovery, you have a new witness, you have new evidence, you make a motion to go to court, blah, 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 blah. So before COVID, we made a motion to go to court. And of course, COVID happened. And so, long story short, it's $185,000. In November, the other side filed for a motion to have this thrown out. And of course, we challenged it, and the judge just like, no, you're right. Nothing's happened in 2 years. You're out. He just tossed it out. There's nothing I can do. I could try and spend another $20,000 trying to chase it down. But, there's no exceptions for pandemics or war or anything. Like, it's literally just a housekeeping item for the provincial courts. And I understand 180,000 is nothing to the courts. I mean, they're dealing with $100 million lawsuits and $1 billion lawsuits. Mine means nothing to them, and they just don't have the time to do it. It could be cared less and just tossed it out. And those assholes from Vancouver, basically walked away with the money that they put into trust that's been there for 7 or 8 years, earning interest, and it all got released and went back to them. $185,000. I don't care who the F you are. That's a lot of money. But the beauty of my situation, and I'm speaking from my lens, is that when something goes sideways, and lots of things have gone sideways, I have, shepherded 5 children in this world, none of which is easy or inexpensive. Let me tell you, when I needed money, I just worked harder. Do I need to work an 80-hour week, 100-hour week, 120-hour week? When I fired everybody there 7 or 8 years ago, and fired a bunch of clients, and it was just me, like, that's all I did. 18 hours a day for about a year and a half was work to sort of catch everything up and fix everything and just make it happen. So if I needed more money, I just went to work, took on more contracts, blah, 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 blah. And I get that not everybody's in that boat, but you can't pick up another shift. You can't, uh, uh, look for a better job, look for other opportunities, pick up a sidey or two. I mean, that's the killer for me. Is lots of these GoFundMe pages are like, I need $3,000, $3,000. Your life is turned upside down over $3,000. Dirty hands, clean money, man. Right? Pay me for my time or my experience, not my time. It's like the optics are bad, man. The optics are bad. And again, even if it was some massive medical emergency and you're like, bro, I need $80,000, then I would be sympathetic to that and go, oh, maybe that's real and I can, maybe I can help out with that. But $3,000, $500, $5,000 or whatever the F it is. From my lens, it's a super bad look, man. I think it's a super bad look. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you can. You're begging for money, digital begging. And don't, like, honestly, on this one, don't even send me your stuff. Like, I'm an asshole. Yeah, I know that. It's a surprise to no one. But I don't know how it just makes no sense to me. None at all. I did have somebody say to me, does OnlyFans sort of fall into that same category? Listen, I don't care what you do. I'm not going to gatekeep that. I mean, if they're buying, then sell it. If you can if you can have an asset that somebody wants and willing to pay for, then I guess do it. I think it's stupid, but it's not like you're. What are you? Somewhere between $3 and $9 a month. That's going to change your life. I mean, the people that do that make a ton of money at it, have no other skill set other than their private parts. And okay, I guess good for them. How long does that last? What does that do to you mentally? I don't know. It can't be good. I can't imagine the type of men or women that sort of participate in that. Like, you can do it all you want. You won't get a dime from me. And how do they treat you? Is that a respectful relationship? I mean, I don't know. That's so subjective. So I'll just say it as I said it. If you can convince someone to buy it, then sell it. If you can do the mental gymnastics to make that work,
make it work. So anyway, I do think that if you're going to be an advocate for the trade, if you're going to tell everybody that there's shortages and we need more people and that there's so much money to be made, and on and on and on and on, and beyond this thing, I don't know how you participate in a GoFundMe and walk away with any sort of credibility. I don't. And like I say, I know people personally that have done it here on this forum and otherwise. It's a bad look. I think you're better than that. I think you can do more than that. I think if you dig in and really dig into the solutions that are presented to you and the opportunities that you have.
It's a problem that's not easily solvable, but certainly solvable. And you don't necessarily have to debase yourself to make those ends meet. I wish you luck in your life. I wish you luck in your career. I wish you luck wherever you go. It no doubt comes across as criticism, and I guess the guilty feel guilty, but get out there and earn your keep. Get out there and support your family, the people that you love, your dog, whatever it is. I think if you actually have the talent and the skill, and it's not just some phrase tattooed on your arm, then I'm absolutely the advocate that the opportunities are limitless. Man, woman, no matter what you do or who you are, there's a space for you in this trade, and you can make decent money at it. You can earn a living at that, and that's those opportunities are going to only continue to increase as we see the workforce not only shrink, that's my time, but become less skilled and less knowledgeable. So become the smartest, become the most skillful, and make your life as wonderful and make it fulfill all the dreams that you've ever had. And if you need some advice, I'm a DM away. If you have some criticisms on it, then you can suck it. But because those are my thoughts, not yours. I'm out to do some exercise.